Oh my god. Hey.
So far,
Okay.
so far, so
My
good.
macaroni.
So far, so good.
Oh my god. I'm sorry for the change of classes, minasan.
Masalah dekat elektrik kat kelas sebelum ni.
Everyone should be able to talk lah.
No, can
Uh,
open mic.
Kenapa dia tak boleh buka mic? Everyone should be able to talk because everyone is priority speaker and use voice activity. Shazrin is ada ni. Nah, tak ada kena-mengena dengan ni.
Hello, bye.
Eh,
Kita dah
bye.
terpaksa tukar kelas, bye.
Ada
Dah
masalah
ada orang
elektrik.
baru dalam. Sekejap.
Ada
Dah
masalah
tak
elektrik.
sebab
dah.
kita terpaksa menggunakan kelas ni sementara.
Kenapa? Ada isu
Ada isu
Kat
elektrik
atas
dekat
tak
kelas.
tak boleh guna.
Projektor rosak.
Projektor rosak. You know, aku tak boleh share skrin kat atas.
Kena
Okay.
panggil
Shazrin should be able to open his
Panggil
mic.
elektronik.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Dah ni dah ni. I give
Kita-
info.
Kita turun floor level 1.
Turun malam satu tak apa. Start ni naik apa? Naik tangga.
Floor level 1 is basically the parking lot. Yeah, but
Boleh, nanti aku nak cakap dengan kau sikit lagi.
cakap aku sekarang kita pergi kat other secret channel.
Ciao, wahai budak-budak Nihongo.
Okay.
Okay. So, I guess we shall start. Alright then. I think Shazin should be able to talk. I think. Can you still talk? Okay. Okay. Alright then. Okay, Minasa, I'm very sorry for the technical problem and whatnot. We had to borrow this class for a bit, you know. Later we shall check what's the problem with above class, you know, the dia punya projector problem, right? So, okay. So we shall start then for today's class. So for today, we'll be learning chapter 8, vocabulary. So I guess we shall start then. So the first one is, how do you read this one?
So we have Asate.
So, asate. Today kita buatlah romaji today. Asate. So we have previously we have learned tomorrow, which is, what is tomorrow, minasan, in Japanese?
Ashita.
So ashita. And then we also have learned yesterday, which is?
Kino.
So kino. So this one will be we learn asate, which is the day after tomorrow. So basically in Malay is lusa. So asate. And then next one is this one I want to use the but the new students, you know, like Ella, Kisi, you know, Kanemi, because it's hiragana, right? So Ella, nandesho. How do you read this one, Ella? So this one, Ella. Nandesho. It means rain.
Oh yes, Ame. Oh yeah, there are too many. Remember what you call the tone. If you go high low, that means it's rain. But if you go low high, that means you're referring to candy. Is it candy?
So this one is ame. So the word ame, there's two meaning actually, and it actually depends on the tone. I actually do not remember which tone it is.
I think it's sorry. High low is a rain. Low high is candy.
So what Shazrin meant is this one, the pronunciation, high, low. So this one actually refers to rain, and then the other one, low, high. This one is actually candy. So the first one I'd say ame, which is rain, and then the second one ame, which is candy. So it is actually different. So it's quite confusing, but
Kobayashi.
as usual, you can refer to the kanji. So this is the kanji for rain, ame. So that is the different ame. And the next one we have kaicho dozo.
はい。会社員
そう。Kaisha-in. So kaisha-in means office worker. So the word kaisha itself, kaisha means office or company actually. So and then if you add this one, basically this is the word for worker, the one that works there. So kaisha-in, office worker. So next one, Kanemi-san dozo.
カメラ、
そう、camera. Which is of course camera because you're using the katakana. Camera. And then the next one, Children, dozo.
I shut the karaoke. Karaoke.
So, karaoke, basically. Karaoke.
Actually, Sensei, I've been thinking about the etymology of the term karaoke. Why is the term named karaoke?
In terms of the Japanese one, I'm not. It's basically just taking from the English one, but I'm not so sure for the English itself. I guess it's something that we shall, one day we'll find the answer then through Google.
Oh yes. Actually, it apparently comes from the term empty orchestra.
Oh, kara and then
yes.
orchestra.
Yes.
Oh, this is actually comes from the word the Japanese word, is it?
Actually, it's the Japanese short form of the term empty orchestra. Like for example, karapo orchestra. Then it shorten itself into karaoke.
I see.
Karaoke.
I always thought that it comes from the the English word itself, karaoke. Something new we learn. So, okay. Then next one, Kissy, you want to try? Kissy?
Yes, yep.
はい、大丈夫。Take your time, no problem.
Sorry. Dia hilang tu. Cookie,
そう、cookie. So, take time got many problems. So, cookie. So, cookie means air, actually. So, air. So, cookie. So, for the kanji, the first kanji actually means sora, actually. This is the kanji for sora. So, sora, which is the sky. And then this one key is like atmosphere. So that's why it's the sky's atmosphere. So basically it's air. Cookie. Different than the word cookie. This one is cookie. Cookie is different. So the next one is なんでしょう? Ella, do you want to try, Ella? The sa is correct, but the first one is wrong. something sa. So, kesa. So. あ、ちょっと待って。
Erai.
Kesa. So. Kesa. So, kesa actually means this morning because the kanji, the first one is ima. Ima, which is now. And then this one is asa, which means morning. So basically this morning. So, kesa. Okay, the next one, Shazrin.
We have the term blackboard, which is kokuban.
So. Kokuban.
Actually, sensei, there is actually an opposite of this term, which is the whiteboard. We call it hakuban.
So. So, like Shazrin said, so this one is actually the translation is blackboard because the kanji itself, the first one is kuro. Kuro, which means black. And the second kanji means board, basically. Board. And then this one is the blackboard. And then the opposite is basically changing the first kanji to the kanji of white. This one we have learned, which is shiro. But for this one, it'll be pronounced as haku bam. But nowadays, they actually prefer to use the whiteboard, the katakana of it, which is white. ちょっと待って。whiteboard, which means whiteboard. So they usually use this one. Whiteboard. So yeah, this one means black. The kanji for black, kuro. So, okay. Next one, 会長どうぞ。
はい。今月。
そう、今月。So 今月 means this month because the one is the same kanji as this one, which mean now or right now. And then the second kanji actually means month, or it can also mean moon actually. But in this context, it means month. So basically this month. So right now, so it's this month. 今月. For example, like 今月は8月です。So this month is August. So. Next one, Kanemi さんどうぞ。
仕事。
そう。仕事。So 仕事 means work. So 仕事 means work or job, or it can also mean occupation. So for example, like someone asks, 仕事は何ですか? So basically they are asking what is your occupation. So 仕事は先生をやっています。For example, I'm a teacher. So 仕事。So, for example, if like even if you're a student and then you'll be like someone is asking you like, are you free right now? So you want to say, oh, I have some work to do. So you say like ちょっと仕事があります. For example, so 仕事 work, job or occupation. Okay, the next one. Who wants to try this one?
Yes. What
No.
what do you call this? Daigakse?
そう。大学生。So this one is college student, or it can also mean university student. So 大学生. So the word 大学 itself, this one, 大学 actually means university. So 大学, this one. And then the sei, the kanji of sei, it represents student. So student. Because it comes from the word 学生 itself. So 学生 itself is student. So this one is college student, 大学生. If it's like high school, then it'll become 高校生. 高校生. So this one is high school student. So, 高校生. Next one, 会長どうぞ。
天気予報。
そうそう、天気予報。ちょっと待って。天気予報。So the word 天気 means weather. So weather. 天気。For example, 天気がいいですね。今日ちょっと天気がちょっと雨が降りそうとか。So 天気 which is weather. And the 予報 is actually like forecasting something. So 予報 forecasting. So basically if you combine it, it'll become a weather forecast. So 天気予報. In Japan, they actually the weather forecast is quite what you say? Betul lah. Like if they say it will rain, it actually will rain. So most Japanese actually would see the Tenki Yoho every morning because they have to prepare whether they want to bring the umbrella or not. So Tenki Yoho. Next one is Ella. You want to try this one, Ella? Toko is correct. The last one. So, tokoro. So, ro. Oh. Yes, Ella. So, tokoro. So, tokoro is basically, it means place. So, watashi no tokoro, my place. So, tokoro, place. Next one, Kissy, do you want to try? It's katakana.
Sensei, can you bagi ke Ella?
Oh no, Ella. Kissy is asking for your help.
Apa nanti you tag kalau apa-apa. I nak lari dah.
Alright. So. Tomato. Yes. Tomato. So basically it is tomato. So tomato. Okay. Next one is Dozo Shazrin.
Hi. Natsu.
So,
Hi.
Natsu, which means summer. So Natsu. And then if it's like what you call it, spring, it is Haru. Haru is spring. Haru. And then we have Aki, which is fall or autumn. Oh wait. So fall, Aki. And then lastly we have Fuyu, which is winter. Fuyu. So we have Natsu, Haru, Aki, and Fuyu in Japan. So, and there's also another one season which is called Tsuyu, actually. Tsuyu, which means rain season. So it's usually around summer, the start of summer. Oh, I see. No worries. So, Tsuyu. Yes, it's quite common in Japan. It's usually around the beginning or like in the middle of summer. So it will rain a lot actually. So, Tsuyu. Twice. Twice Tsuyu. So. Okay, next one is Kanemi-san, どうぞ.
Nanika.
So, 何か. 何か. So. So this one means something. 何か. So this one I think you will learn in the grammar if I'm not mistaken. So 何か. And the next one, kaicho dozo.
Hey. Party.
So, party. Okay. Party, basically, because they have the long parts. Party, which means party. So, party or suru, for example. Party. So, next one is, anyone wants to read this one?
Barbecue.
So. Barbecue. ちょっと待って。No, ちょっと待って。So, this one is barbecue. Which means barbecue. Barbecue. So, barbecue. Which uses the... ちょっと待って。So, barbecue. Okay. Next one, Ella. なんでしょ、Ella? 箸。そう。そう。箸. So this one is chopstick for this one. Hashi, chopstick. You're getting smarter. Hell yeah, Ella. You're getting gyozu. Hashi, chopstick. And there's also another word, hashi, which actually means bridge, actually. So, bridge, hashi. But of course, the kanji is different. For bridge, it looks like this. Oh my god. So, hashi. And then for the chopstick, this one, it looks like this. So, it's different. This one is the chopstick, this one is the bridge. Hashi. So, okay, the next one I already explained, which is fuyu, which means winter, fuyu. So, winter, fuyu. Next one, Kanemi-san. Dozo.
Homestay.
So. Homestay, which means homestay or living with local family. So this is what they usually refer to those, like, for example, like, what you call it, exchange student, for example, and they would usually live with a Japanese family. So this is what they would call homestay. So homestay. Okay, next one, siapa lagi tak panggil tadi? Shazrin, dozo.
Hi. Yes, this is what you call my shoe, or should I say every week?
So. My shoe. So this one, if you, this kanji itself, this one, you read it as my. So this kanji actually represents the word like every, this one. So in this case, shu actually means week. So basically, if you add it up, it's become every week. It can also have like my asa. My asa? So my, of course, it means every. And then asa means morning. So basically, if you combine it, it'll become every morning. So that is the meaning for my. So my. It can also be like my bum, which is every night. My bum. So my asa, my bum.
ちょっと先生、
Hmm?
毎週はシムレースしています。
That's correct. So stay imas. That is actually the correct way of using it because you are doing it frequently and still continuing to do it. So.
Present perfect tense.
Correct. Okay. Next one is Kissy. Wanna try this one?
Raigetsu.
So. 来月. So, 来月。So, 来月, this one actually is the kanji for kuru actually. Kuru, which is the verb to come. So basically, this one is kinda the means in the future. It gives the meaning of the future. So Raigetsu, if you add it up, Getsu means moon. So basically, it's next month. You can also use this one, Rai, for like next year, which is Rainen. So nen is the word for year. So this one will become next year. So Rainen. Rainen. Raigetsu. So Raigetsu. So that one is the nouns. Next one, we'll go for the na adjective, which is in Japanese, what do you call it? Adjective? Nandesha, what is adjective in Japanese?
Adjective.
Hmm.
There's the Nakayoshi and the Ikeyoshi.
So for in Japanese, there are two adjectives. So the first one is na adjective, and then the second one is e adjective. For this one, we won't be learning the adjective. We'll be learning the na adjective, which is na keyoshi. Na keyoshi. So na keyoshi. So the first one, 会長どうぞ。
上手な。
そう、上手な。上手な。So this one, I just used just now, 上手な。Which is you are good at something or you are like skillful at something. For example, you want to say that person is good at drawing. So, 絵を描くのが上手. So, 上手. But this one is adjective. So basically, you have to add a noun at the back or like a verb. So, and then the opposite of 上手, which is the next one, maybe 金見さんどうぞ。日本語上手。
下手な。
そうそうそう、下手な。下手な。So this one is the opposite of it, which means clumsy or not good at something. So 下手。下手. If you notice the kanji, this one is it means up, and then this one is hen. The reason why they use hen is because it actually kind of represents skill. So this one is up, and then the opposite is actually for the heta, they use the kanji for down. So, 上手, heta. So yes. The last one, anyone wants to try this one?
夢。
そうそう、夢. 夢, and then na. So this one is actually, it means famous. So famous. For example, you want to say, that is a famous singer. So 有名な歌手. 歌手. Singer is 歌手 actually. 歌手. 有名な歌手. Singer. 歌手. So that is the non-adjective. We have about, 14. Okay, 4. So the next one we'll go for the U verb. So what is U verb in Japanese, Kaicho?
五段。
So, 五段. This one is 五
大
段.
変ですね。
Godan, which means the 5 level. So, Godan. So the first one we have this one. Shazrin, どうぞ。
できる。
Hi.
Mm.
The first one is Amega.
So, 雨が降る. So this is the word to say that it rains. So it's kind of a set. You can use another verb for saying that it's raining. 雨が降る. So Furu. Furu actually kinda means fall. So fall, it's falling down. So ame ga furu. It is raining. So next one, Kissy.
Um, Arau.
So arau. Arau. So this one means to wash. Arau. Nani. Oh, the particle they use is o. So for example, you wash your hand. Teo arau. Arau. Okay.
Ara.
Teo arau, which means to wash hand. You can also say kami o arau, which is to wash your hair. So kami, ka, te. Okay, next one. Ella, dozo. Hmm. So, iyo. Iyo, which means to say. Iyo. So, for example, this one they can use different particles. So, for example, you want to say, you would say it in Japanese. So, you would say Nihongo de iyo. De iyo. So, this one means to say in Japanese. Oh, no. Okay. To say in Japanese. So, Nihongo de iyo. So, iyo is to say. Okay. Next one. Apa? Shazrin, どうぞ. Shazrin?
Hi. So
Hi.
we have iru. So basically, there's aru. Aru is meant for the for non-living things. But if you
Mm.
say living things except plants, then you would say iru. So you want to say that you have two cats. Neko
Mm.
wa ni hiki iru. Or you want to say that there are a lot of people. Hito
Mm.
takusan iru.
I think that one is actually different than this one. So that one is the one that Shazrin said is aru and iru in terms of arimas and then imas.
Oh yes. Oh, okay. I thought it was the other Iru thing, but
Yeah.
yeah. So that's Iru and Iranai. Oh yes. Like
So.
for example, Amega Furanai Toki
Mm-hmm.
Kasaga Iranai.
So this one is actually, if you turn it into the mass form, it is iri. Irimasu, actually. So it's actually different than the imas. This one is basically this meaning is theirs. But of course the arimas or aru is for the non-living thing and iru or imas is for the living things. But for this one is actually to need the meaning. So the mass form is actually different. It is irimas. So irimas. For example, you want to ask apa tu? Do you need tissue? So you'll be like, tissue irimasu ka? You know? So irimasu, to need. Tissue ga irimasu ka? Irimasu, to need. So this one you have to be careful. It's quite what you call it, the dictionary form is similar, but if you turn it into the mass form, it's different. So next one is どうぞ会長.
Hui.
うん
遅くなる。
そう、遅くなる。遅くなる. So for this one is, it means to be late. So the word osoku comes from the ikeoshi of osoi, which means late. So osoi. And the naru means to be, actually. So basically, to be late. Osoku naru. So, next one, Kanemi-san, どうぞ。
思う。
そう、思う。So, 思う means to think. Or rather than to think of like, to think macam, how to say?ちょっと待って。So, there's two words for to think actually. So, the first one is 考える。This one is to think. But this one is something that you use for something that you actually think properly. Like for example, 答えを考える or この質問を考える I'm thinking about this question or you are thinking about the answer. You're actually thinking. But 思う is something that is just like kinda slightly less heavy, the word itself. It's kinda like simply thinking or just like I think, something like that. Can you see the differences between these two? 大丈夫ですか?
Yes.
What everyone else? Can you understand the difference? 大丈夫 Anya. Meaning you're not 大丈夫 is it? Oh no. Yes, no 大丈夫. I see. Okay. How do I say this? 考える is like in Malay if you were to think like betul-betul fikir, you know, that kind of meaning. Betul-betul fikir. But if it's like omo, it's just simply like kind of stating like cara like roughly of what you think. For example, like usually this one omo. For example, the word N. Ito omoimasu. I think it's okay. So, kangaeru is like deep thinking, but omo is just like kind of slightly not as deep. You don't think deeply. So. That is actually correct too. To like think of something suddenly. So. Or like you want to say like an opinion, right? For example, like, oh, I think it's okay. So you use omo. So. いいと思います. So, opinion. Yes. That's the difference actually. It's quite apa tu, what you say? Quite confusing, but this one is what you call it? Later you'll learn in the grammar if I'm not mistaken. So, she's so Kanemi can be a sensei. Yes. Okay. The next one, maybe Ella? So. Kiru. So this one is it means to cut. If you see the kanji. So this is the kanji to cut. For example, sakana o kiru, to cut a fish. But this one, the kiru, there's another kiru, which means to wear. Actually, kiru. So this one is, the kanji is different. So, kiru. So this one you have to be careful. It's different. Kiru to wear, and there's also kiru to cut. Kiru. Next one, apa tu? Kisi, どうぞ.
Sukuru. Itu ke?
Betul.
Kan.
Sukuru.
Ke salah? Dengar ke tak?
Dengar.
Hello?
Laudo ando Korea.
Hello?
Laudo ando
I can hear.
Korea.
Hello?
Oh no.
Kikimasu. But can she hear
I can
us?
hear you. ちょっと待って。I shall type here. We can hear you. Yes, it is sukuru, betul. So, sukuru. Which means to make actually. So, sukuru, to make. So, if, for example, you want to say to make a cake. So, you got cake yo sukuru, for example. So, sukuru. Sukurimasu. And then the last one, 会長どうぞ。
はいよ。持っていく。
そう、持っていく。持っていく。So this one is basically the kinda like combine the word 持つ and 行く。持つ and 行く。So 持つ means to bring actually. To bring. 持つ To bring, or another word it can also be to hold. 持つ And then 行く means to go. So basically, if you combine this, it's basically to bring along or to take that thing along, basically. It means like that. So, 持っていく。カバンを持っていきます。So, 携帯を持っていきます。I'll bring along my bag or I'll bring along my phone. So, 持っていく。So, okay, since there's only 2 more minutes, I guess the others will continue in the next class. I'm very sorry for the technical problems that to the point that we had to delay the class. So that's yeah. Yes, that's all for today. And so far, if you have any question, I'll be here, I guess.
I've seen that kanji before.
Which kanji?
Motte, it's like mate also, right?
Oh, mate is a bit different.
Wait. Oh?
Mate is something like mate is this one. Let me check again. Oh my god, my kanji. Zhongli voice, oh no. Mate.
I
So mate is this one actually. Matsu, actually. Matsu. But if it's the motte, it uses this one. This is a bit different.
Oh,
The front part is different. Yeah. So-
okay.
Yep. So yes, any more questions as usual? But yeah, that's it for today's class. Yes.
はい、お先に失礼します。
はい、お疲れ様。
毎
Alvo,
度。
they want to hear your voice, Alvo.
お疲れ様でした。
お疲れ。